The top stories for the hour. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed says no nation can achieve prosperity without hard work. And scholars praise Ankara declaration as it foils anti-peace conspiracy and accelerates Ethiopia's quest for sea outlets. Hello and a very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism, with the news. I'm Binyam Gatana along with the technical crew. Do stay tuned now, the news in plain. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has praised the recent evolution of hard work culture across Ethiopia. Pointing out the efforts being made in preparing tea plants at night, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed underscored in a social media post published on Saturday that commitment and hard work across all domains are pivotal to achieve through hard work. Our work culture is evolving, and the dedication shown in preparing tea plants at night is truly inspiring, he noted. The Premier went on to emphasize that no nation can achieve prosperity without hard work. Meanwhile, a delegation led by Minister of Foreign Affairs Gedeon Timotheos arrived in Djibouti for bilateral talks on Saturday. Upon arrival at Djibouti International Airport, the delegation was welcomed by Minister of Foreign Affairs of Djibouti, Mahamudu Ali Yusuf. Meanwhile, the delegation is expected to hold discussion with various high-ranking Djibouti officials.
Modern humans originated in Ethiopia means that everybody evolved from these ancient populations that lived in what is now Ethiopia about 150, 160,000 years ago. Those are the populations that spread to the rest of Africa before they went out of Africa, right? So basically, you can say that, modern humans originated in Africa. Definitely, there's no question about that. But once they showed up as modern humans, they've spread to different parts of Africa. In the end, yes, everybody can say we're all Ethiopians. We're all Africans. That's like, no doubt, nobody doubts that. Every human being that lives on every corner of the world, they trace their origins to Africa. If you want to be specific, then of course they trace their origins back to Ethiopia.
Welcome back. You're watching ABC World. Now step into another news. The recent Ankara declaration between Ethiopia and Somalia has been hailed by scholars as a significant step toward thwarting regional anti-peace element conspiracies and advancing Ethiopia's pursuit of a sea outlet. Speaking to the Ethiopian news agency, scholars commended the declaration as a vital move toward fostering lasting peace in the region. Professor Ahmed Zakaria, culture and history researcher, has expressed optimism about the growing collaboration between Ethiopia and Somalia to resolve issues peacefully, underlining that the cooperation significantly contributes to ongoing peace and development efforts in the region. Ahmed also recalled Ethiopia's foreign relation policy, which prioritizes neighboring countries, asserting that the declaration would further strengthen regional cooperation. He also pointed out that the country's demand for a sea outlet is not only reasonable but also urgent. Ethiopia requires multiple ports for efficient handling rather than relying on a single port due to the scale of its import and export trade. Adam Kamil, another history researcher, has echoed similar sentiment, emphasizing Ethiopia's strong foundation in truth and justice, safeguarding its national interest while respecting those of others. He highlighted Ethiopia's historical contribution to continental and international organizations and its significant role in promoting regional and continental peace and stability. He also stressed that Ethiopia's quest for maritime access is crucial not only for its own peace and development, but also for the broader region. In our business segment, the macroeconomic reform being implemented in Ethiopia would significantly contribute to the sustainable economic growth of the country despite short-term challenges, Deputy Director General of Policy Studies Institute, Teferi Tariu, said. A consultative workshop on floating of the Ethiopian birr, economic implications and future pathway was held in Addis Ababa with the aim to serve as a preparatory meeting to delineate the agenda for international conference scheduled for January 23 to 25, 2025 in Addis Ababa. Addressing the workshop, Teferi stated that the Ethiopian government has boldly decided to transition to a market-determined exchange rate for the nation's currency. Floating the Ethiopian birr represents a significant economic policy shift, presenting both short-term challenges and long-term opportunities, he pointed out. With the right policy measures and careful management, the flotation of birr can contribute to sustainable economic growth and development in Ethiopia, the Deputy Director General said. Ethiopian Economics Association President Professor Tasso Waldehana on his part said that the macroeconomic reform has already shown a positive impact by narrowing the gap between the officials and parallel market exchange rate. He stressed the need to provide research-based recommendations from institutions such as the Ethiopian Economics Association to attain long-term objectives from macroeconomic reform. Ethiopia's comprehensive macroeconomic reform being implemented since July 2024 are boosting the nation's economic growth as the country has solidified its position as the largest economy in East Africa. And now recap of the top stories once again. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed says no nation can achieve prosperity without hard work. Scholars praise the Ankara declaration as it foils anti-peace conspiracy and accelerates Ethiopia's quest for sea outlet. Well, you've been watching EBC World from the capital Addis Ababa, the voice of Pan-Africanism, and thank you for being with us, and do stay with the remaining program, and goodbye for me now.